I noticed this really good looking man that I went to school with. And he's
Are you
really
being sarcastic?
No.
Oh.
He really was good looking.
What are we talking about?
Hello and welcome back to my channel. On today's video I have another guest, Jazz.
Hi y'all.
I'm so happy she's on here. On today's video we're going to be swapping each other's makeup bags and doing each other's go-tos. And we're going to get these looks. We're looking like I feel like a vampy, like queenie goddess. And you're looking like my twin nice sister. But you guys,
I'm like, I want to be fall, but I want to be winter kind of look.
I just want to be a bad bitch.
You are.
But we're gonna go ahead and swap our bags and just and give you some stories and let you guys know about our bad childhoods. And also, guys, go ahead and
Follow my Instagram at jazzrod _.
yes. And guys, if you want to see how we got these looks and just hang out with us, just keep on watching. We got Jazz with me, guys.
Hi.
You guys should really be so excited because Jazz is like that bitch to me. She's that bitch.
I'm that bitch.
She's that bitch. Why is Jazz that bitch? Jazz is like that. She's that friend in high school that you call up at 1 a.m.
Literally.
and you say, let's go to the fucking club that closes in 1 hour. But fuck it. And we go.
For an hour. Not even.
For an hour. But we stop at the gas station and get 4 Locos and then enjoy the night like if we were out drinking all day.
Yeah.
Because 4 Locos are that shit. But today we're going to switch makeup bags like I said. I got my nails out. What do you guys think?
Thank you.
You're so shy. I love it.
Yeah, guys, this is my first time on a video, so I'm kind of shy. So if I'm quiet, you know why.
I got enough talking with both of us. It's okay.
Yeah, let me just warm up.
And I'm feeling these nails. Oh, bitch, you're just like, bitch, get it together. So we did the rouse off of camera because y'all don't need to see all that. Y'all just don't.
Yeah, we'd be here like for a whole hour.
That would be the whole video.
Yeah.
And a 3-part series. She is using my eyeshadows, which are the ColourPop's Disney Princesses and the ColourPop So Jaded palette, and I am using her 3502 palette and the Morphe Dare to Create palette. God, I'm stuck at this. The Morphe Dare to Create palette.
39A palette.
Yeah. We're just gonna like jump on into it and just like chit chat with you guys. Got some stories of our bad years.
Bad years, those were some good years.
I mean, they were good years, but we were some bad.
Oh yeah, we really were. We were like those bad influence friends.
Jasmine was that one friend that was like, let's sneak out and like.
Okay.
You were that friend that your parents grounded you from.
Literally, she wasn't allowed to sleep over my house anymore.
And I still would.
My mom's like, Kylie's not allowed to sleep over.
But there I was, just like showing up.
I know, she wouldn't say anything. She was just mad.
We already got a story for you guys. We're starting off strong. The time that we went out all night long. I've actually been wanting to die and tell this story for so long. So we're gonna start this story. Of course it was me and Jasmine, but we're gonna name this other person, we're gonna call her Sarah. And you'll know why we called her Sarah later on. So, we are at the club, and we're dancing, and we're having just...
But we were at my house, and we snuck out. This was at like 10.
This was like late at night. It was like I hit her up, I was like, hey, what are you doing? Like, let's just go like hang out and like be crazy. Like, Sarah wants to hang out with us. What do you think? And Guy's like, yeah, I'm down. Let me just sneak out my window. And I was like, yo, same. So we did. We snuck out. I actually, which is funny because my old house I used to live in had a gigantic window
And it was like the front window too.
It was a front window and it was gigantic. And I was like, I want this room because I want this room specifically to sneak the out. And you know what?
Oh my gosh, shame on me.
That gigantic window was loud as so I could never sneak the that window. So I literally had to use like the back small tiny window and like basically join the Olympics. We went to the club and we were just chilling there. We're hanging out with Sarah and we're just, like I said, we're having fun, and we kind of got like a little bored of there, so we're like, you know what, let's go smoke some hookah, let's just chill out. And so we started walking because where it's at, it's kind of like the club is there and then the hookah and everything, it's just all walking distance. So you don't have to like get back in your car again. So we go and we start walking to the hookah bar and we're hanging out there and we walk up and there is this gorgeous man. He's gorgeous. To me, at least, he was gorgeous. I still think he's gorgeous. And he was just throwing up his life. Throwing up everything he got. This man was up. We're looking at him and we're like, whoa, like that sucks. Like, I hope he feels better. And then all of a sudden, he looks up and Sarah and Jasmine know who he is.
Okay, I met him because we met at that club like before this all happened.
But they met at the same club that we were actually already like hanging out at. Sarah knew him because apparently they are guests from like the same town or something. I don't really know how they knew each other, but they knew each other. But she's like, hey, do you want to like hang out with us? And this guy's, yeah, sure, I'll hang out with you. Like, let's go and smoke some hookah and all that.
And we thought it was only him at the time.
Yeah, we just thought it was him, and we're
that's
just
why
like,
we asked him to hang
yeah,
out.
sure, come on and hang out. And so we get in the hookah, and he's like, oh, hi, my name is Ed. I'm like, oh, hi, Ed. Like, how are you doing? Like, what's going on? And we're just smoking hookah. And the whole time, he's, like, staring at Jasmine. He's just like...
Yeah, he's like, I know you from somewhere.
He's like, where do I...
Because at this point, I didn't know I met him. But, like, he's like, I've met you somewhere. And then we figured out we met each other at the club.
Like, she was telling me he looks so familiar.
Yeah.
But Sarah, like, already, like, knew him. And so, yeah, we're just chilling.
And he was creeping me out. And then this man is, like, weird. I don't know. And then
later on, this guy just walks up to him and just starts talking to him. And we're just like...
What the f***? Who are you?
Who are you? And so, apparently, this guy was...
Ed.
Yeah, his name was also Ed.
So we're gonna...
And this guy was just awkward. He had glasses. And he just seemed very out of place. And so we're just like, okay, like... At this point, I was single. I was ready to mingle with the first Ed.
We were both single.
And or at least I was trying to mingle.
I wasn't.
I mean, I wasn't really trying to mingle like that, but I was just like, yo, let me get your number.
My girl was just trying to have some fun.
I was trying to have some fun. Maybe get a little lip action. Maybe, who knows? Yeah, at this point, it's already coming to like 2 a.m. We were there for a good bit. Like, we were dancing and all. We're kind of a little drunk. And he's like, oh, do you want to come back to our place and hang out? We're also going to pick up our cousin. Like, I'll ride with you guys. And, my brother Ed, and then our cousin, which, can you guys guess what his name is?
It's Eddie.
It's Eddie. Ed, and, well, that's not his real name, but they all had the same names. Ed, and Eddie.
And then the other one literally just had the DY at the end, like, Eddie.
Like, yeah, literally just the DY, like, Eddie. And I was like, what? I busted out laughing, I'm not gonna lie. I
think we all did at this point, because, like...
But apparently where they're from, it's kind of like...
It's common.
Yeah, it's common.
It's like a thing.
Like in Mexicans, it's like Juan and Carlos.
Jose.
And yeah, like that.
Jose Jr.
yeah, that was that for them. And so I was like, you know, we'll hang out with you. We'll go and we get in the car, and Ed's like, all right, because they weren't American, they were foreign, and I don't remember where they were from exactly, but Ed was like, all right, I'm going to teach you some words to tell the other Ed. We'll call him Ed 1, the fine Ed, and then Ed 2 is the ugly Ed.
The creepy Ed.
Yes. And so Ed 1's teaching me what to say to Ed 2, and he's basically teaching me some he's basically teaching me it's basically telling me you and and all this to tell to Ed 2, and I don't know what he's saying. He's just telling me, oh, tell him all this stuff. It means all these good things. And so we get to his place, and I go up to Ed 2, and I'm telling him all this, and he's like, what the
like, do I even know you?
Ed 1's just busting out laughing. And I'm like, oh, he told me to tell you that. Isn't this what this means? And he's like, no. And then he starts busting out laughing. Like, he was a good sport, because I would have knocked someone out. Then Eddie walks up. And I don't know about Jazz, but Eddie's also a pretty good looking man.
Eddie was like the pretty boy out of them all.
Yeah, he was like the pretty... Ed was like the jockey, like, oh, I'm here to like work out and like do some sporty shit.
And these were all college students.
Yeah, they were all here for college. And so yeah, Ed was the jockey sporty one. Ed 2 was like the nerdy one that never does anything. And Eddie was basically the pretty boy, the cool one. And so we go to their apartment, we're hanging out with them, and we're chill. And so Ed's like, hey, do you guys like want to like a tour of the apartment and all that? And we're drunk and we're like, yeah, sure. I'm like, okay, yeah, sure, let's go. Show me your room, B.
Legit, Kylie was telling, like, these guys this, like, yeah, bitch, like, where's your room at?
Like, where's your room at? And then we get in there, and me and Jazz are nosy as shit, just going through everything, like...
And we found their passports, and we're like,
all right, you're not serial killers, and all that.
But, like, their thing, because they're foreign or whatever, they looked like, I don't know. We're like, what the hell? What are you guys wearing?
Yeah, we're like, they were dressed like foreign and like their passports and all that. We're like, what the hell? Like, you guys don't look anything like what you guys look right now.
Okay, like, is this really y'all?
Like, y'all lying to us right now. Like, they really, like, they were good at hiding well, you could tell they were foreign, but you couldn't tell they were that foreign. And like, we're just hanging out there, we're getting drunk, and we're like, oh, we're hungry. And so I was like, okay, you guys, we want to order some food or something. And something about, I guess we didn't want to go anywhere. So I looked in the stove, and what did I make? Was it mac and cheese?
Spaghetti.
I made spaghetti for everyone in the freaking house. Well, they barely had any food. They're like broke college students. And so I made everybody spaghetti at the house. And let me tell you, I know how to throw it down in the kitchen, so.
I was so hungry.
We were all tearing it down. They were like so happy. They were like, "Oh, thank you so much."
You
like,
gotta bring this bitch over here to cook frequently.
For real, like they were so happy. And then,
after I got done eating, I was like freaking tired at this point. I just wanted to lay down. So they had like an extra couch, like, and like their apartment was like you walk in, their kitchen's like to the right, and the living room's to the right. To the left, and then in front of the kitchen is like the dining room, and they had like a little couch there. So I was like laying down. I went to go lay down on the couch because I didn't want to go lay down where they were at, because they were all playing the PS4, I think.
Yeah, they were playing the PlayStation, and Eddie was actually like talking to me, talking about, oh, you want to go to the hot tub, this and that, and I was like, Yes, I do.
Oh my god, yes. And then meanwhile, I went to go lay down. I like put my head, like I was laying like this, like with my stomach on the couch, whatever, my back up. And then creepy Ed number 2 came up to me, and he's like massaging my back. I'm like, what?
He thought he was like trying to be like cute and all that, but Jazz was like,
I was creeped the After that, I'm like, you know what? I'm not even tired anymore.
Like, he wasn't trying to, like nicely massage. Like, he was trying to, like, put his hands up her shirt and, like...
Yes. It
like,
was so
you gotta build that up, bro. You're just going in for, like...
Okay.
The kill.
And then I got creeped out, and I was ready to leave at that point. But Kylie and Sarah were having the time of their life.
Shit, I'm trying to get in that fucking hot tub with Eddie. What you mean?
And
even though I still wanted Ed number one, I'll settle with Eddie. I had no problem with that.
I was like, I think I'm done here.
And at this point, it's like 6:30 a.m. And they start telling us, they're like, oh, like, you stayed one night, like, we hang out with you for one night, and we're friends. We hang out with you all night long. We're best friends. And then if you stay for 3 nights, you're family. And they wanted us to stay for 3 nights. They didn't want us to leave at all. And I was like...
So at that point, we all, I think, started to get creeped out.
At that point, we're like... I was like, I ain't trying to be family yet. I'm just trying to have a little fun. Like...
My girl just wanted like a one-night stand or something.
I'm sorry, but I was in high school. I had no action. I just wanted to get a little frisky. And so at this point, we're over it. So we're like, okay, we gotta go. We gotta bounce. And we were trying to say, I don't know, all these excuses to go.
Because they didn't want to let us go.
They didn't want to let us go. They wanted us to stay. And we were coming up with all these excuses to we gotta go. And then finally we're like, oh, Jazz's mom is calling.
She really was.
She really was calling. She started calling at this point.
Remember, I snuck out. It was 6 a.m.
It was 6:30 a.m. at that time. At this point, when we're leaving, it's already beginning to be 7 o'clock.
The sun was coming out.
The sun was literally out. Not coming out. It was out. And your mom is blowing up your phone.
I was scared to go home, y'all.
And we were like, yeah, we gotta go. Like...
And then I think Kylie ended up telling her parents that she was going to stay over.
Yeah, I don't know how the heck, like, I got away from, like, having to, like, go home.
Because that's the night my mom's like, Kylie's not allowed to sleep over anymore.
Yeah, because, like, when we got back to Jazz's house, what was it? You're like, oh, wait up here, I'm going to go inside, and your mom got, like, mad at you. And then Jazz snuck me into the room, and that's where we got our sleep at.
Yep.
And, like... later on that day, like waking up, like after she got screened and all that, after going back home, I walk out of her room and her mom's just like, oh hey, how are you? Like, how's it going?
Yeah, and then she secretly told me Kylie's not allowed to sleep over anymore.
Which is so funny because, like, now that we're older, we all laugh at these stories.
Yes. It's like, me and Kylie, we were so bad. Like, Kylie, we would, like, literally sneak out. Or, like, I wouldn't go home after work and I'd just go out and party.
We would. It was like, oh, you want to go party? Yeah, let's do it.
Uh-huh. And then we'd just, like, switch cars.
And it's, like, literally when we didn't have, like, enough money to, like, be able to, like, do all that, our plan was, let's buy freaking Four Locos and get drunk off of those and then go. And we'll be fine.
Yeah, we would like pre-game or whatever.
We would always pre-game. We'd always get pre-drunk and then there we were. There's so many stories.
Oh my god, me and Kylie went to the strip club together for the first time.
We did. That was so
Do you remember?
awkward. Yeah. Oh
and
my
we went to the bathroom and a stripper came in and she's like, I like your hair.
All
and I'm like, oh bitch.
Like,
oh, don't touch my hair.
I'm like, we're not lesbians. You go. You go. And like there was this one dude that went there that I was like super like into.
God.
There's actually I'm gonna give like a whole story time about this person because there's a lot of bullshit that I went through from this motherfucker.
I'm like, you're too good for him, girl. You're too good. He's
but
like,
anyways,
no.
This son of a bitch is over there like trying to like freaking like
make you jealous.
Make me jealous with all his strippers and shit. And I was like, you know what? At this point, I don't give a shit about you. So I grab his money and I go up and I start fucking handing the strippers money from his money. I was like, you think you can make me jealous? Bitch, I'll hand them your money. I bet you he wasted a lot more than he was trying to.
Shout out to Kylie for that.
Don't piss me off. But there was so much shit like Jasmine and I like went through together.
Now we're moving on to concealer.
Conceal her.
So for concealers, we're foundation. I used mine, and then she used hers, and then concealer same because
this one got sensitive skin.
Yeah, I really do. So I know this shade is a little lighter than usual for me. I got the wrong concealer.
The shade is... I never use the right concealer, so... I'm always using a really bright ass concealer. But that's life, you know? Oh, my birthday party though.
Tell them about what you ended up doing that night. So, story time.
We're getting into a story time. This is an intense story time. This is probably a story time that should get its own video on its own. But you know what? Fuck it. So, this was my 18th birthday. I was still in high school. We were about to graduate because I am an April baby. And you know how like April is like kind of close to the end of the year. So this party was... This was a party, man. We had went to the store and we actually went to like a Sam's Club, how they sell in bulk, and we actually bought some vodka in a box. I think it was it was either a 6 or 8 count of vodka because we were planning to make Hunch Punch, and I was freaking excited for this. This party was crazy. We got that for Hunch Punch. We got a whole bunch of beer. We got a whole bunch of alcohol, but it was still a BYOB because we invited like everybody from like 5 different counties. Not even exaggerating. Even people we didn't invite started showing up to that bitch. But anyways, not only that, we also went to the clinic and we're like, oh, we're having an awareness seminar talking about HIV prevention and all this. And I'm pretty sure the lady didn't believe us at all, but she gave us like literally a black trash bag full of like condoms, and that was the party favors for my thing.
Serious? That's what y'all did?
That's what we did. That's literally what we did. We even set out a fucking, what's it called? A tent for if anyone wanted to get a little frisky at the party. You know, we ain't judging, to each their own. But anyways, so we get to the party, it's late at night, we're making the Hunch Punch. And, guys, disclaimer, please no underage drinking. Learn from my mistakes. No underage no drug use or underage of all that. Disclaimer already, because I was not 21, I was bad. Do as I say, not as I do. But anyways, we get to the party, they're making the Hunch Punch, and I automatically smoke a little weed and get super high and super drunk. And so basically I was bad. I wasn't 21 yet. I got really high really quickly. Please don't go out and do this, kids. But I was already drunk, and we were having a good time. We were having some Hunch Punch. And then the first issue of the night was that we went inside because we were going to make another thing of Hunch Punch because we were making like those big old like buckets full of Hunch Punches. So we go outside and we're trying to make some more Hunch Punch. The issue is that somebody stole one of the bottles of like the vodka that we had. They stole it and they took it and no one noticed. And I was mad offended. We were so pissed. We were like we're already giving you like free alcohol and all that. Why do you gotta steal a whole damn bottle? Like, why can't you just be like cool about it? And so we're upset about this. But we're like, you know what? It's fine. It's chill. Everyone else is bringing their own stuff. We're gonna have fun. So we go out. We start having fun. We start having our own time. I'm wasted. There's some guys over here throwing money into the fire. They're having a freaking limbo and shit. Like, all this crazy shit is going down. And it's like, there's people,
I think like half the time at the party I was playing beer pong.
Yeah. But there's people everywhere, like, non-stop. It was cuckoo bananas. Cuckoo bananas. But anyways, I'm wasted at this time. And I remember I go up to the front and I'm looking for Jazz. And I noticed this really good-looking man that I went to school with. And he's really...
Are you being sarcastic?
No. He really was good-looking.
What are you talking about?
So we go to the front, and he's drunk. And it's like, what are you doing, bro?
I think I went a little too crazy on concert, but it's okay.
But I found Jazz, and he's like, what are you doing, bro? And, like, we were talking to Jazz. Started, like, talking to Jazz, conversating and all that. And, like, I was, like, friends with him, but I kind of, like, also had, like, a low-key crush on him. But I wasn't, like, really, like, trying. Like, I was just trying to be, like, friendly and all that. But he was, like, kind of, like, flirting with Jazz.
He what?
Yeah, he was flirting with you, but you were, like, you were drunk. You were gone, but you weren't into it. You were, like, you knew who you liked, and you were, like, I know who I want. I don't want you.
I don't remember.
I remember this clear as day. And, like, this guy was acting like a total fucking jerk, honestly, to me. Like, I don't know why I was, like, helping him out. Like, you left because he kept doing that, but I was like, this guy's drunk. We gotta get him back to the party. He's gonna fucking go walking in traffic or something. Like, he needs to, like, get it together. And I thought he was hot, but he was, like, the way he was acting with me, he was acting like, yes, I was, like, I had a crush on him. But he was acting like if I was, like, gonna try and, like, do something and shit. And, like, no, like, he was being kind of, like, rude.
Like, you ain't that cute, bitch.
Like, seriously, like, your attitude's being, like, very, like, off-putting. And so I'm helping this guy out, and I'm helping him get to where he needs to be and all that. She's watching the game on her phone.
Bro, I'm so sorry, guys. I'm watching football.
So I'm helping this fucker out to get to the front, and he almost gets, like, ran over and all that. And then he, like, once we get to the front, he just, like, walks away, and I'm like, good, I don't want to deal with you no more. Like, you're, like, being a fucking asshole. So we get to the front, and we see a douchebag, the one that I, like, wasted, like, all his money that night. And, at this point, I don't even talk to him. He's trying to get my attention. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck it, I'm drunk as shit. So I started hanging out with everyone, drinking some more, all like, woo, woo, woo. And anyways, I started doing freaking cartwheels. I drunk as shit. But they don't work out because I'm doing it on my head.
Oh my god.
I'm not using my hands while I'm going like that. I'm doing it on my head. And I'm like, high five, high five, high five to everyone. And Jazz is just laughing at me on the side. And then the moment of, like, it's like, I gotta go home. I'm done. I think I told you guys about this. I was hugging a tree. And I was telling it, I will not let them cut you down. You are not
Oh, I remember now.
Cut down. I was literally crying. I'm crying and hugging on to this tree. And I'm like, I'm not going to let them cut you down. And
She really was, though, guys. Like, oh my god.
I was like, at this time, it's time to go home. Like, I'm done. I'm done. And so, we were all trying to fight for me to get in the car. Everyone's like, it's time for you to go home. And I'm like, no, I want to go swimming. Because the plan was we're all going to go swimming afterwards at the freaking, the springs that was nearby. Because it was, like, walking distance. Mm-hmm. And so I'm, like, fighting to go swimming. Which, I know that it doesn't work anyways. I don't go swimming. And, so I get in the car. And I see my bag in there, and I open my bag, and guess what's in there?
A swimsuit?
Nope.
What?
The stolen bottle. I stole the bottle.
Oh, yeah, I remember you told me.
I was the thief at my own party that I was talking shit about, that everyone was, like, annoyed about.
Yep.
I was dying. I was in the back seat, and Gabby and everyone's like, what are you laughing at? And I'm like, yo, look. And I freaking stole the bottle. And everyone's in the car is kind of looking at me like, you stupid bitch. And I was like, hey, it's my party. Like, I can take this bottle if I want to. I can't believe that. Good times. Good times. We had so many, like, crazy parties like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh my, there was another party. This guy always threw parties at his house.
Oh, yeah.
And that guy was an asshole. He did some shit that night. So we're at this party, and that guy is there again, of course. This is a totally different party. It's not my brother's party. This is a totally different party. And so this is you.
It's a different party.
Of course, it's always a different party.
So can we just pause real quick and look at how cute these are? Have you showed it to them?
I haven't shown them
Look
at
at
all.
them, y'all.
They're actually made out of wine.
Here, you hold it. You have cuter nails.
These are little wine bottles.
Maybe hold it from the tip.
I'll hold it like this. Look, bitch. Oh, I'm not even doing the fucking...
I know. Spicy on your face.
Fuck my face. He's like trying to talk to me and like trying to get like my attention and trying to like just be nice and trying to like interact with me, because at this point I was like basically trying to get over him. I was like, fuck this dude, like I deserve better. Like I was starting to like really like get into makeup, really get to know me at this point, and like I was done with all that. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
Kylie's like a whole different person from now, like until back then. So like we are all so proud of her.
But anyways, I was over this dude's shit, but I was still like crazily into this dude. And I'm just like not having, I'm just like being a total bitch. Cause you know, that's what the fuck he deserved. He deserved to me to be a total fucking bitch. And so I'm giving him like bitch vibes and all that, and so he leaves me alone. And I'm like, okay, awesome, like that's dope as shit. And like there was this girl who was actually one of my good friends that I actually hung out with a lot. I took her to like my sister's house before. We spent some time together. Like we were actually pretty good friends. And this person knew how I felt about this guy. Like it wasn't a secret. Like I feel like everyone fucking knew at this point. And we're at the party and I see them like just being alone together and like not like I see them like not interacting with anybody, and like I walk by and it's like it's awkward as shit. Like he's being really awkward, she's being really awkward, and they're both just staring at me when I walk by, and I'm just like walking by like Jazz is too, and Jazz is like, me and Jazz are just like looking at them like, what the
Yeah.
Well, guess what this guy decides to do later on to like really like piss me off, but to not get my attention.
What?
I kind of hold this really against her. They were at the party in one of the corners.
In the car.
In the car.
Everybody knew.
Everybody knew, and everyone was like trying to like see my reaction and shit. That's the shit that really just got on my is that people kind of like took it as a joke. And like, this isn't a joke, like these are like my fucking feelings. And it's like y'all are all like laughing and thinking like this is like whatever. Like that's the part that's like really fucked up to me. And that these people were so cruel to me.
Yeah. Didn't we end up leaving too?
We left right after that. I was over it. I was like, not only the fact that he did that and like trying to be so cruel to make me feel like shit, everyone like started laughing like to see my reaction. And like I'm talking about like all of like his friends and all like trying to like just see my reaction, trying to like laugh in my face and all that. And like I was mostly just pissed off because I was actually very good friends with that girl who he was having sex with. Like she knew how I felt and all that. And she's still over there and she's over here like over here bugging him and all that. And then she wants to act and like play the victim like, I don't know what I did wrong, I don't know why you don't like me and all this kind of bullshit. Bitch, you know what you did wrong. It's not like we weren't fucking friends. I'm sorry, but to me it's like you broke girl code, like you're a fucking slut. And I hold that highly against you. It's like, don't even sit there and pretend like you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I get heated just talking about it. Like, that shit pisses me off. And like, that was like honestly the moment that I was like, fuck this bullshit. That's honestly what really happened, is that he ended up fucking someone else to like really just, not even because he liked them and all that. It was honestly just to piss me off because I wouldn't give him the attention.
That was literally the reason why.
And like, everybody knew it.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone knew it. And it's like, that's fucked up. It's like, this guy literally spent so much time trying to tell people that I was crazy, trying to say all this shit.
When in reality, it was the other way around.
It was the other way around. It's like, every time that I was drunk at a party and he would show up, he would constantly go and actually look for me. You know what I mean? Like, such bullshit.
Yeah. This was Kylie's, like, I guess, like, first, like, heartbreak. Not really. It was the first time somebody did him really dirty, and the last time, because my bitch learned.
I did. Like, some people did me, like, dirty still, but not as dirty as this. Like, this is the only person that I really, like, constantly let me do me fucking wrong. And bitch,
Kylie knows I like my glossy lips, and she chose none on that. I just feel like my lips are so crusty.
You know what? I'm gonna come give you some light. I'm gonna give you some light. I got one lip gloss for you that I am obsessed with. This is Guppy from the Disney collection.
Oh, I already finished this one. I'm gonna put...
That's Guppy from the Disney collection.
Okay, guys, so this is the final look, of course.
She already getting into it.
I know, I'm loving it. Like, at first I was like, I don't like it, but I love how, like, we both chose, like, a bluish color.
It's like, we're kind of, like, matching, but it's like we're sisters, not twins.
Yeah, like my brows.
Yeah, can't relate. Mine are just, like...
Mine are, like, far away cousins.
Mine are, like, two different strangers saying hi to each other on the street.
Oh, God. But anyways, guys, I know I was a little quiet in this video. I just concentrate on my makeup. So maybe next time we could do like a, what is it called? A
mukbang?
Yeah.
I'm ready to do a mukbang right now, bitch.
Yeah, then I can like talk more.
I'm about to order some like food and we're about to just do a mukbang right now.
And we look good, so.
We do look good.
I know it's like we're dressed crappy, but I'm repping for my team, which we're tired now. But yeah. But yeah.
I'm so proud of you. You really just started from not talking to like just saying like hi to everyone.
I know, right?
Like,
it's because I'm done doing my makeup.
I'm so proud. I'm so proud. But like she said, this is the finished look, and we hope you guys enjoyed spending time with us. You guys go and give some likes if you want to see more of Jazz. Go give her a follow. I'll leave her information right here. And you guys know what to do. Don't forget to
like,
subscribe, and hit that bell icon down below. Alright guys, remember, don't just stream your life,
but live your dreams.